On January 6, 2025, at 11:15 a.m. Pacific Ocean side an incident start, within just an hour, the fire grew so large that the smoke completely obscured the mountain. If you looked at it from a satellite view, the fire initially appeared on the hills of Palisades, but after a few hours, it spread to the areas of Eatonhurst, Kennicketti, Scurry Ball, and San Fernando. At the time the fire broke out, winds of 100 kilometers per hour were blowing inland towards the ocean. But here's the mystery. If the fire started near the ocean, in Palisades, how did it spread in the opposite direction of the wind, reaching up to 3040 km inland? In videos of the fire, we see people still watching, despite the danger. This devastating fire has scorched 38,000 acres, or about 150 square kilometers, destroying more than 12,000 buildings and displacing over 180,000 people. This is now considered the most destructive fire in Los Angeles history, and as of the making of this video, the fire hasn't been fully contained. Despite massive efforts to extinguish it, nothing seems to work. Water bombers are dumping 45,000 liters of water at a time, but it's barely a drop compared to the scale of the blaze. Special fire retardants are also being released from air tankers, but these efforts seem futile against nature's power. California, already facing a water shortage, has seen fire hydrants running dry. With the fire spreading across 7 different areas, firefighters and their equipment are spread thin. The high winds, gusting up to 100 kilometers per hour, only make the fire flare up even more. But before we dive into the reasons behind the spread of the Los Angeles wildfire, let's take a quick look at the history of wildfires in California. Over the last 25 years, California has seen several devastating fires. In 2003, the Cedar Fire in San Diego County scorched 273,000 acres. It started on October 25th and was finally brought under control on November 4th. In 2017, the Tubbs Fire burned 36,000 acres in October, while the Thomas Fire consumed 280,000 acres from December to January. The 2018 Camp Fire devastated 500,000 acres in just 17 days, and the Glass Fire in 2020 ravaged 67,000 acres from September to October. One thing stands out about all these fires. They occurred in the winter months, and the Los Angeles wildfire was no different. It began in the heart of winter. So, why do most wildfires in California tend to occur in winter? The answer lies in a phenomenon as the Santa Ana winds. These are hot, dry winds that blow across Southern California and Baja California, particularly during the fall and winter months. To understand this, you need to know that to the east of California lies a vast desert, also known as the Mojave Desert or the Great Basin. The intense heat from the sun increases the air pressure in the desert. In contrast, the air over the ocean is cooler, creating a low-pressure system. Air naturally moves from areas of high pressure to low pressure, and the greater the difference in pressure, the faster the air moves. This causes the Santa Ana winds to rush from southeast California towards the ocean. These dry, hot winds suck moisture from everything in their path, drying out vegetation like trees and bushes, making them highly susceptible to fires. The winds essentially turn forests into tinderboxes. If a fire starts, the winds blow away moisture, fueling the flames and causing the fire to spread rapidly. Now, normally, we'd expect the fire to spread in the same direction as the wind. But in the case of the Los Angeles fire, something different happened. It started near the ocean, in Pacific Palisades, but it spread inland. The reason for this is tied to an interesting phenomenon called a mountain wave rotor. When wind hits a mountain, the side of the mountain facing the wind is known as the windward side, while the opposite side, where the wind moves after passing over the mountain, is the leeward side. What happens is that as wind moves over the windward side, it creates a swirling vortex on the leeward side, where the wind direction can shift. This results in a dramatic difference in wind direction at different altitudes. In the case of the Los Angeles fire, the winds on the leeward side of the mountain influenced by this vortex effect, moved in the opposite direction, carrying the fire inland, away from the ocean.